Hey guys. So this one is a trigger warning. Serious trigger warning. And I've been looking for this one. Like, seriously. Obviously, I've added this first part on because it's just... You'll see why, but again, trigger warning. It's when Elphaba was in that stupid green dress that made him look like a lettuce leaf. And he went on that podcast show. It's like some of the things he said. I mean, and even though it was a year ago, people have provided evidence that he was lying. It's like a lot of like students that went to his school at the same time he did, all came out and said that he was lying. It's from the same podcast from when he says he was bullied a lot and that he had the big C in school, and people that went to the same school as him in the same year come on live and start saying how much he lied and that. But he also said this bit. Trigger warning. And something a lot of people said in the comments, if it really happened to him, he wouldn't openly talk about it the way he is.
Everything in the past. New era, new hair, new me. I was bullied in school. I was sexually assaulted in school.
No, you weren't.
So in year 7, a guy tried to rape me. It's true. And then
You don't notice when he lies, he'll say it's true. That's another tell I've noticed.
I pissed myself in class, and I got called pissy pants for 3 years after that. So that was
I believe that. I believe that happened to you.
It's nice. Horrible. Yeah. And then after that, I got sexually assaulted in Barnstable, so in a place like, I'm not going to mention the club name for that, but it was in a club. And
now that one where he tries to say he was SA'd in the club was the first time when he went clubbing and he says he was SA'd. The club owner had was contacted, and they reviewed the CCTV footage and nothing. It turned out he was lying. Obviously he was lying. But the club owner threatened to post the CCTV footage. Like, they contacted Elphaba and threatened to contact the police. So that's the reason why he doesn't talk about it. Because if you not noticed that, these things he's just claiming happened to him, you'll never hear about it again. Now, obviously, if it did happen, and if he's willingly, openly, or willing to talk about it, it's something that you wouldn't stop talking about. You know, if you've got the courage to talk about it like this on a show, then why not talk about it no more? It's like people were saying in the comment section, real victims don't openly talk about it like this, but when they get the courage to, they keep talking about it. You know, spread awareness. But when something like this happens to him, give it like a couple of days and you'll never hear about it again. Unless he gets caught out or somebody brings it up, you know, or you're lying about it. He'll mention it for a few seconds and then he'll stop. Well, yeah, it was a blonde lass that came on with a mother, because her mother had some things to say about Elphaba as well. And says that if it truly did happen, if something like that happened in school, there would have been a massive investigation about it. There would have been, somebody would have got into trouble, you know, and there would have been an investigation. It would have been in the all the papers and everything. Nothing at all. But it's funny that he doesn't mention anything like that. You know, it's like the ones in the clubs. Like I said, you don't hear nothing more about it. Like, have they caught the person, or did they identify the person, or, you know, nothing.
You know, it was just horrible. And then, so I've been taken advantage of loads of times.
No, you haven't.
Also, hookups as well. Like, I've been to hookups and they've never left and they threatened to hurt me. So, you know, I
don't know what that is. What hookups? Like, is he talking about when you hook up with someone? But with his mouth, Like, especially when he's drunk and he starts kicking off and screaming and shouting. I guaranteed if somebody came round to his, hooked up with him, they would leave. Because who would stay and threaten him? One phone call with 3 numbers and that's it, the person's gone. Hello, police? Somebody's here threatening me, refusing to leave. Just everything he sees is a lie.
I've been through quite a lot of shit, so I've become so numb to it, I can just talk about it.
Right there. So you've become so numb you can talk about it openly. Right, okay. But how come you're not talking about it now? Like, if that thing really happened in school, yeah, there'd be an investigation, there'd be a suspect, there'd be someone in trouble, there'd be someone serving prison time, there'd be news. But then you'd be like an advocate, a survivor. So therefore you would talk about it at least once a week to spread awareness. Like an advocate. But you don't. So obviously it's a lie.
Because my body's protecting me from losing it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I can deal with it, because talking about it kind of helps. It gets off my chest. So,
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's victims out there that still haven't talked about their experiences. Normally they don't talk about it for years. And if you noticed, because somebody else pointed that out in the comment section, that he's shaking a lot. And they've said they've noticed when he's lying. But he's lying openly, like actually talking to someone, he'll start shaking. And I know people that have lied, that have tried lying straight to me and they start shaking. I knew that they were lying because it's a tell. It's like looking down or not giving eye contact. You start getting nervous, so you start shaking. But I think it was this one. This was the same one where he blamed it on the Tourette's. Because like I've said, I have got other parts of this video already uploaded where he says he's got Tourette's and autism and everything. And that's what he was blaming that on.
So that's how I can deal with it, because talking about it kind of helps.
No.
It gets off my chest.
Shaking like that, that's nervous. Being nervous for lying. From lying, sorry. It's just the fact that he can actually go on a complete random show, podcast or whatever it is you want to call it, and just start lying so easily. Especially to hundreds of people that are watching it. It's like, you know, you lie enough times, you're going to get good at it. And that's what's happening now. He's gotten so used to being such a compulsive liar, it's easy for him. Like, he could just spin any story right there on the spot. Just randomly. It's terrible. But eventually, you know, like the old adjective says, the lies start finally catch up with them. Eventually. And it's going to. Because just imagine if his old school watched this. I mean, I don't know what school he went to, or I would send him it. And they heard him say, oh, I was raped in school in year 7. I wonder if he could get into trouble for it, you know, today. Because I can't remember when this was. I think this was only like last year or the year before. Because he got that dress when he was hanging around with Chelsea Lee Hart. For that, she was there when he picked the dress. No, is there not like a statute of limitation? I know the US has that law, but I don't know if the UK adopted that law or not. But mind, like I said, don't even know what school he went to. But yeah, it's all been confirmed lies, all of it. Because like I said, his students that went to the same school in the same year, they came on and told the truth. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.